Hi, my name is Mridula. Today we'll be discussing the Medical Termination of Pregnancy Amendment Bill 2020. Voluntary termination of pregnancy is a criminal offence under the IPC. In 1971, the Medical Termination of Pregnancy Act was enacted as an exception to the IPC to provide termination of certain pregnancies by registered medical practitioners. Under the Act, pregnancies can be terminated up to 12 weeks on the advice of one medical practitioner and up to 20 weeks on the advice of two doctors. An amendment bill to increase the termination limits was introduced and passed in the Lok Sabha during the budget session. This has partly been because several cases have been filed before the Supreme Court and several high courts seeking permission to abort pregnancies at stages beyond the 20-week limit on the grounds of fetal abnormalities or pregnancies as a result of rape.
और ऐसी परिस्थिति में ऐसी महिला को, ऐसी बहन माता को कोर्ट्स के चक्कर काटने पड़ते थे और हर एक व्यक्ति भारत के अंदर, हर एक महिला वो कोर्ट में नहीं जा सकती है, वो इसके लिए सक्षम भी नहीं है, उसके लिए वो शायद अफोर्ड भी नहीं कर सकती है। आजकल कानून के माध्यम से न्याय की प्राप्ति करने की प्रक्रिया भी इतनी कठिन है, इतनी दुर्लभ है एक आम व्यक्ति के लिए। इसलिए इस कानून को मुझे खुशी है कि सबने सपोर्ट किया, क्योंकि आपने इसकी मूल भावना को समझा है।
So, under the 2020 Amendment Bill, pregnancies up to 20 weeks can be terminated on the advice of one doctor for both married and unmarried women, and up to 24 weeks on the advice of two doctors for certain categories of women which will be notified. For pregnancies beyond 24 weeks, women will have to approach the medical board, which will be constituted in every state and union territory under the bill. The medical board will determine if there is a substantial fetal abnormality and decide whether the pregnancy can be terminated beyond 24 weeks. The bill prohibits medical practitioners from revealing the names and other particulars of women seeking abortion. The amendment bill raises some concerns. According to the bill's statement of objects and reasons, the amendment seeks to address writ petitions filed before the courts for termination of pregnancies beyond 20 weeks in cases of fetal abnormalities or pregnancies due to rape. However, the bill provides for a medical board to only decide on cases of fetal abnormalities. This implies that for terminating pregnancies due to rape that have crossed the 24-week limit, there is no change in process. The only recourse is to get permission through a writ petition. Pregnancies between 20 and 24 weeks can only be terminated for certain categories of women which the central government will notify. It can be argued that these categories of women must be specified by Parliament and not delegated to the government. Where the medical board is concerned, the bill does not provide a time frame within which the board must make its decision. Termination of pregnancies is a time-sensitive matter, and delays in making a decision by the board may result in further complications for the pregnant woman. The bill allows only registered medical practitioners to carry out an abortion. Under the rules, a medical practitioner needs to have experience or training in gynecology and obstetrics. The All India Rural Health Statistics indicates a 75% shortage in qualified doctors in community health centers in rural India. The shortage of qualified medical professionals may continue to limit women's access to safe abortion services. Further, the National Health and Family Survey found out that only 53% of abortions are performed by registered medical practitioners. The rest are conducted by a nurse, a midwife, a family member, or by themselves. And lastly, the bill only mentions pregnant women. Some medical studies have shown that there may be cases where persons who identify as transgender and not women can become pregnant. They may require termination services and it is unclear if transgender persons are covered under the bill. A full summary of the bill is available in the description below. For more information on other bills and updates on Parliament, please visit our website prsindia.org.